All right, everyone, we made it to our last video of the whole topic. This is the last video of our last lesson of topic 2. And it's a word problem, so I know we're super excited. A landscaper plans to install 2 new paths in the park. If we look right now, our park just has one path called the east path. He wants to put in, or she wants to put in 2 new paths. The new fountain path will be perpendicular to the east path and lead to the fountain. So here's the east path. We're going to create a path to the fountain that will be perpendicular to the east path. So it's going to form a right angle with the east path. The new picnic path, so here's our picnic area, will be parallel to the fountain path and pass through the picnic area. So parallel is going to look something like this. It's going to pass through the picnic area, and we're going to have a pathway like that. What are the equations in point-slope form that represent the new paths? Well, first of all, if you're ever asked to write an equation in point-slope form and that's it, that's the least amount of work for equation writing. You just plug it into y minus, maybe let's write that out, point-slope form. I'll write it up here. Y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. All you do is plug in the info and call it good. They're not asking you to solve for anything. Okay, so because both of our paths are related to our east path in some way, one is perpendicular to it, the other one is parallel to it, we are going to want to know the slope of the east path. So to find the slope of the east path, let's find 2 exact points on that pathway and use slope formula to find our slope. So here's a nice exact point. That ordered pair is 0, 2. Then if I follow along, I can see we're crossing at another good point right there, which has the ordered pair 5, 3. So our slope formula, y2 minus y1, so 3 minus 2 over x2 minus x1. 3 minus 2 is 1, 5 minus 0 is 5. So the slope of the east path is 1/5. Now, let's write an equation for the fountain path. So in order to write an equation of the fountain path, we do want to know the coordinates of the fountain. So if we look, the fountain is right here. That is 15 for the x, 2 for the y. So it has the ordered pair 15, 2. And then they told us that this path will be perpendicular to the east path. So here's my upside down T, my perpendicular symbol. So perpendicular to the east path, what we need to do is find the perpendicular slope. So if the east path has a slope of 1/5, we want the opposite reciprocal. Flip that, change the sign, we get a -5. And then to write an equation, we've got our ordered pair. Here's our x1, y1, and we have our slope. So we're just going to plug right into this point slope form I put up at the top. Y minus our y1 is 2 equals our slope, -5, times x minus our x1 is 15. And they said point slope form, there it is. We don't have to do any further solving. All right, but we do need the equation of the line for the picnic path. So for our picnic path, we need the ordered pair of the picnic area. If we look at our graph, it's right here. We can see the x is a 5, the y is a 6, so that has the ordered pair 5, 6. And in the problem above, they said that the picnic path was going to be parallel to the east path. So parallel lines have the same slope, so we want to use the same slope as the east path, which is a 1/5. Now we can write our equation line in point slope form. Y minus our y1 of our ordered pair is 6 equals our slope of 1/5 times x minus our x1 is 5. And they just asked for point slope form. I feel like we're getting away with something here. We don't have to do any solving. We got our equations for our fountain path and our picnic path. One of them is perpendicular to the east path and the other one is parallel to the east path.